It's fun for the whole family. I'm just so excited to tell you guys about this great new space adventure, Predator Badlands. See, it's based off the series of Predator films, all the way starting back in 1987 with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That first one was quite the jungle romp. But since then, we've gotten so many entries in this franchise. A few years ago, we had Prey, which had a badass female warrior kicking butt. And then just this year, we had the animated Predator Killer of Killers. But now we have Predator Badlands, and oh boy, the whole family's gonna love this one. Predator Badlands follows Dek, a predator out to prove something. He's the weakest of his clan, which his mean dad doesn't like one bit. Dek ventures out on his own to slay the Kalisk, the most fearsome creature in the whole galaxy. Once on the planet, though, he realizes he's got more than he's bargained for, as every living thing wants to eat or kill him. But luckily, he meets a new friend, an Elle Fanning's Thea. She's a synth who has a bit of a leg problem, but she decides to help him reach the Kalisk, to bag his trophy, and she can get back to her ship and get her legs. Together on this perilous journey, they learn to understand each other, fight for each other, and eventually about the power of friendship. Yes, sir, this is the most exciting Predator yet, with thrills, action, adventure, humor, and heart. Okay, let's cut the shit. Now for the actual review. Predator Badlands is what I feared would happen once Disney took over Fox. They already took Star Wars from us. They have Avatar, they have Marvel, but for the most part, the Alien and Predator franchise have been left untouched. Say what you want about the Alien movies, but Romulus last year was pretty good and wasn't sacrilegious to what Alien has always been about. Predator, on the other hand, has always been a little more loose with its franchise. Largely, we've gotten terrible films, but the last few years, with Prey and this year's Killer of Killers, we had great course correction. But both of those were streaming. Now we finally get a proper theatrical Predator movie by Dan Trachtenberg, the director of those two movies. But a theatrical movie based on an R-rated, bloody property with basically a movie monster, well, that's a risky proposition. So there's no way you can't tell me that this PG-13, family-friendly, Disneyfied version of Predator wasn't a compromise. And when I say Disneyfied, I mean yes, cutesy, heartwarming, and four-quadrant. This is a movie outside of some intense action sequences that every member of the family can enjoy. A Predator movie. You know Predator, that Arnold Schwarzenegger classic where men are blown apart, hung, and their flesh ripped from their bodies? Now we have Dek, a lone warrior predator out to prove something, but he's accompanied by a fast-talking, quipping sidekick. When they first meet, it's pretty strained for comedy, and I let it slide. Okay, this will probably get better once the action starts. But then they introduce what I can only describe as a space monkey. Not like a fearsome alien chimp. No. We're talking a cute little space monkey. Do you remember Blarp from the Lost in Space remake? My millennials will. Blarp was a squishy, cute, rambunctious little critter that was a sidekick for one of the kids in that bad but strangely compelling remake of the TV show. Seriously, if you've not seen that movie in the last few years, go watch it. It's kind of wild. It ends up with time travel, and the little boy grows up to be like this jaded scientist working for Gary Oldman, who's a spider guy. Never mind. The critter in this is named Bud, and he actually serves a plot function. So he sticks around the movie. He's got the big Disney eyes, and he coos, and he gets into kind of hijinks. And normally I would let a little thing like this go if the action was really good. But for the most part, the action is overly CGI'd. It's like concept art come to life. So it's airless and weightless, unlike those past Predator movies where it was actual actors on actual set with actual stunts. Here, the visual effects team does a fantastic job with Dek. He's actor Demetrius Schuster-Kolamatangi in a bodysuit, and his face is CGI'd. And you can really feel the actor through the CGI. He's performing the alien language, he's interacting with Elle Fanning. And Elle Fanning, she's fine. I usually don't warm up to her, but here she does exactly what she needs to do. She quips, she handles dual roles well, and she carries the bulk of the lore because she's from Weyland-Yutani, from the Alien universe. But this is the first Predator film that's PG-13. And while normally that doesn't mean much, you still get a lot of hacking and slashing at alien creatures, but here it's kind of the foundation for everything that bugged me about this movie. Not just the family-friendly stuff, but that it's basically just so iterative of everything we've already seen from Disney. It's like Disney's Mandalorian, with Deck being the Mandalorian and Elle Fanning being Grogu, except they also have another Grogu in the Bud creature. And it's like Marvel in that the characters exchange quips back and forth, and this sets up a direct sequel, even has an end credit stinger. And it feels like all the goodwill that Trachtenberg gave us with Prey and Killer of Killers is being compromised for a larger, expansive franchise. It means sucking this IP dry with more lore and less gore. And it answers questions that we didn't really need from this franchise when it started with Schwarzenegger. The Predator there and a lot of the other movies, it's like a ghost. It's menacing, it's mysterious, and the more you know about it, the less interesting it becomes. In some ways, it's a little like the Alien franchise with Ridley Scott's prequels. But the difference with Alien is that it's a franchise where you can hang big themes on it. You can tell other sci-fi stories through the lens of Alien. Predator is just a hunter, and when you blow it up to this big Disneyfied movie, well, it kind of reveals how shallow and hollow an enterprise that really is. Because the Predator as a character is probably better left, like its defense mechanism, invisible. While Predator Badlands has a lot of cool stuff, it also represents Disney getting its clutches on the franchise. It has lame humor, cheap lore, excessive CGI. After two successful Predator movies in the right direction, this represents a step in the wrong one. I give Predator Badlands, surprisingly, a regrettable 2 out of 5 stars. If you like this review, please like and subscribe or follow me on Letterboxd at RamirezS316. I wore my Alien shirt because I don't have a Predator shirt. But I'm guessing that you could go into a Disney store now and buy one, which is not a sentence I thought I would be saying in 2025. Oh my god, we're in hell.